Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. You know who this is. This is Kayla Natural B here in the B-Body Marketplace where we treat, support, and invigorate our human bodies. We'll take a few moments and get ready for today's talk. You know what to do if you are tuning in. Be sure that you have a tab open for taking notes, or you have a planner, something to jot ideas down. We love when you connect with us in the comments. So let us know who you are, where you're coming from, and how you're feeling this Monday morning. It's been a minute, but Monday motivation is all about getting excited for the top of the week, right? Although they say Monday's a drag, Monday's the start of the work week, boo hoo, the weekend. We don't feel that way. Right here, we get charged for the new week. And before we even thinking about taking on the week, we encourage being present, being excited, being aware, and being intentional just about the day. Share this live with a friend. You can share it on Facebook or drop the link. We're also on YouTube, so if you're tuning in after this, be sure to share this anywhere else where you know someone could benefit from a Motivation Monday. Now, I'll tell you one thing's for sure. Kids love the morning time, don't they? If you don't have any other reason to get motivated on a Monday or any day, just ask your kids. They have energy galore, don't they? They're excited. They've got ideas. They've got plans. They're ready to see their friends at school. I don't know about the homework. That's a whole other conversation. We want you to have that same kind of joy, excitement, zeal, and adrenaline, if you will, on a Monday morning. So let's get into this. Today we have a special guest. He goes by his name, Carlos Brevard. He is the founder of Beyond Fitness LLC, now located in the state of Texas, here in the United States. So this is an open invitation this morning to all time zones. Hey, good morning, California. It's early for y'all, but wake up. Central time, hey, y'all, was good. And then Eastern time, I think by now we should be getting rolling with our day. So if you're tuning in from your desk at work, hey, y'all, what's good? Good morning. My name is Kayla Natural B, and this is Motivation Monday. So, as we say, there are so many reasons to be motivated. So if you're tuning in now, go ahead and comment in the comment box. What motivates you on a Monday? And if you're struggling a bit, then what would you like to work on to start feeling and getting more motivated at the top of your week? Now, I'll speak from my personal experience, and I'm pretty sure our guest is going to give us some great ideas about how we can pack a punch at the start of the week, whether we're being physical in an exercise or a workout, or whether it's just a mental awareness, whether it's a lifestyle shift and change where we want to be more intentional about that motivation instead of feeding maybe thoughts or emotions that make us feel heavy at the top of the week. I am excited. So I'll start with me, and I'll encourage you to continue to write in the comment box what motivates you on a Monday, or what would you like to work on? So some people feel motivated by money. Hey, we have to survive, right? Pay those bills, take care of ourselves, take care of our families, the bare necessities, as they say. But is that enough? And does that bring us fulfillment in our human experience? Maybe not. Some people are motivated by food, a yummy breakfast, or maybe they're excited for a lunch date or a dinner date later on that day. Some people are excited by their ideas, their creativity, their plans, right? Maybe a meeting is coming up, maybe something it's really important to them, and that packs their punch. So, whatever your motivation is, we celebrate that. Let us know in the comment box. And now, let us bring on our guest who's going to take us deeper into how we take on a Motivation Monday. Hey.
Hey, hello. Can you hear me well?
Yes, everything's great. I can hear you well. I can see you well. Welcome, welcome.
Cool. Great. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. I'm so glad we could finally make this happen. Carlos, you have been in my life for so many years. We can get into that and tell the viewers where we both come from, and now look at us. You know, I
Right.
am wholeness, holistic health and wellness, and you are too, all things holistic health and wellness. But you also pack that punch that we were talking about just a little bit earlier with fitness. So why don't you give us an introduction to who you are and what Beyond Fitness is all about?
Okay, so I am Coach Carlos. I've been in health and fitness basically all my life before I got these credentials to my name and everything. I grew up with the whole simple fact of being physically active from watching just like this guy behind me right now, Bruce Lee movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. You know, that's what got me into the physical aspect of wanting to have defined abs, muscles, and all that type of stuff. But growing up playing sports, football, basketball, it just from there went to the whole part of me wanting to go further with education. And when I got my exercise sports science degree from Frostburg State University, from that point on, it just went to train clients on how to actually be well. Because I thought I was going to go into the whole sports field and wanted to train athletes, but then as I start to see and look around at the way America was going on, we've always been in some type of pandemic health wise when you think about it. I was like, hey, they can need the general population needs my service more than just athletes. The way that diseases were rising, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, cancer, you name it, was this consistently increasing. Then I went to the whole route of more of a holistic, you say, when I start thinking about it, not just being that external aspect of it, but what is really stopping people from reaching their goals? What is driving them not to be driven, health driven? All right. What's the why they're going in the wrong direction and willingly going in the wrong direction? So I went to do a little bit more research on that and how I end up learning to be more of a coach instead of just a person that just only work on the physical aspect of their bodies to get them in physical shape, but how to get their whole life into a better condition than where it is currently is when they come to me. I can take them from where they really are to exactly where they truly desire to be.
That's amazing. That is awesome. So you went on a personal journey and then you started to share that out with others. So here we are on a Monday. It's the top of the week. Have you always been a self-motivated person, or were you the kind of person that needed support, community, to be surrounded by others to really get you going?
No, actually, I didn't need it, but it definitely played a part in it. I have this whole internal inspiration thing for myself where I have to get up and do something for myself. And for me to be a blessing to others, I have to first bless myself every morning by doing something for myself before I give myself. So I'll make sure I'm giving the best version of myself. So I always had this from some type of thing within me from birth that I am here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose, and every day and every week, years, it's just growing more into that and developing into that whole passion that I have inside of me. So it's not so much of an external motivation. I definitely have an internal motivation because of certain stuff that I want to achieve. I can't put that responsibility on anybody else if I don't achieve those things. Just like it's not anybody's fault if I do achieve those things. It's all up to me. I love being that person that help people find their own internal inspiration. So that way, if I'm no longer around them, they can always remember this one thing to fall back on so they can keep that drive going in their own lives.
That's awesome. And it takes a lot of strength and courage and discipline to fall into that and to do it consistently and to do it daily. So, as you mentioned, you're not only a fitness instructor and someone that's going to help them reach their goals, you're also a life coach. So, when it comes to people who may have even a seed or a thought or an inkling or a hunch that yes, this thing is bigger than me, this thing is greater than me taking the day, but still they just can't seem to really make it happen.
Right.
How then do you offer your professional advice, your professional care, your professional service to help them to with that extra push that they may need?
So you have to figure out what is it that you really want. A lot of people don't actually know that what they really want. Or they look at, okay, they see what's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and they just like, that looks like something I want. But it's just something that actually triggers something, which is a good thing still, but it just is triggering something in you that's telling that you ought to do something, that you do want to have this desire, but you have to attach what it is that you really want to that thing, right? Because you say like you got to go to lose 50 pounds. Okay, that's a good idea, especially if you need to, right? And it's even better if you need to instead of just I want to. Because once you figure out you need to, then it's a little bit more thing that it's more of a step towards it being a motivation. So you won't feel like if you just I'm not going to just not wake up and do anything for today. I'm going to do something. But then you got to go dig deeper. What is it about this 50 pounds that you reason why you want to actually have it off your body or see it off the scale? What's the point? Is it you need to get off any medication? Is it you don't like you're not satisfied how you look in the mirror? What is your real reason for wanting to lose 50 pounds? Because everybody's reason is different. Somebody's on medication and it's a life threatening circumstance when if they don't remove that excess fat weight in a certain period of time in their life. Right? Somebody might need it so they can not have a knee replacement because it's putting too much stress on one of their knees. Right? So it's okay if you when you have a 50-pound weight loss goal or any type of weight loss goal, but what is your real purpose for you wanting to do that? Because if I say let's go running so we can lose this 50 pounds so I can look good by the summertime, and you don't care about how you look in the summertime, you're not gonna want to do that. Same thing if it's a knee replacement. Hey, let's go work out or let's eat right so I can move this 50 pounds so I don't have this knee replacement. I'm not going to take on that goal because I don't need a knee replacement. But once you find out what your real purpose is for this goal that you think, we're not going to say think that you believe that you really want to achieve, and you attach your emotional content to that. Now this is now what a real goal is. So I should have broke that down first. What a real goal is something you deem worthy of achieving, right? And what does that mean to be worthy? It's worth, right? So now let's take which one of the shots if I wanted to pick. Let's take the person that needs the knee replacement, right? Because that's more of a serious thing. Like, okay, when you think about as I hold my knee that I was born with as a high value, and this worth the worth of that knee, right? Now you feel it down as you deem that as this is a worthy goal to achieve. Is why I'm going to get up and follow my exercise plan, my diet plan, and anything that goes along to keep me on that straight and narrow so I can achieve this goal. Once you got that under control, you don't deviate from it. It makes you wake up and work out or whatever time you set to work out. It makes you eat the right meals that you have to eat so you actually reduce that body weight so you don't have to feel like, hey, why am I doing this? You know why you're doing this because you have that worthy ideal goal in your mind before you every day. And this is why I'm getting up and doing what I need to do to achieve that goal.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. It's important, y'all, to know exactly what it is you want, not what you see that you like or that's appealing to you, because there's so much out there All you have to do is scroll on social media and you can see about 5 or 7, maybe even 10 things that are attractive to you or that you see yourself connecting to. But what is it that you really want? And what is it that you can see yourself um, fulfilling to the end? And I agree with Carlos is saying, once you decide that that's the starting point and that value is just going to carry you. But there are challenges, and we should acknowledge that because that's a very real part of, our goals achieving. And so, for many reasons, maybe you're a parent that has children with school needs. This COVID-19 has taken them in and out of school. You have to navigate their virtual classes, your virtual work, driving. It could be the weather. It's snowing right now in the Washington, D.C. area. That poses a challenge. Maybe you have to get up a little bit earlier to warm up your car and then go back in the house and warm up your body. Challenges are real, but challenges are inevitable. And if we shift our mindset, which is what Carlos is talking about, that shift in your thinking and in your approach, that is going to be what continues and helps you to build and be consistent. Because a lot of people do fall off. We get excited about something, Carlos, right? And then we're like, yeah, I'm so ready. I'm focused. I'm not going to let anything get in my way. And then something happens and another thing happens and another thing happens. Has that ever happened to you? Like when you decide to do something new and then all of a sudden like 3 heavy bricks just get thrown and it's like, what?
Exactly. All the time. But in this thing about it, it should be expected. That's the thing. It should be expected because how things are set up, it's not coincidence. It's a coincidence that's happening because it's almost like life wants you to stay the way you are, and it's trying to make you prove that hey, before I change with you, I make this transformation with you. Is this something you really want to do? I'm gonna throw up everything in your way to make sure, hey, is this really what you want to do? Right? And
Wow.
once you overcome those, it's like, okay, now I'm going to keep changing. It's just like no problem. Somebody was just knocking at your door, right? And you don't feel like being bothered. They just keep knocking at your door. You watching your favorite Netflix show, and they just keep knocking at your door. Eventually, you're gonna be like, let me get up and see what is it. Why it's going to change you? It's that same thing, right? I think it's like I picked up this thing a long way back in college, and I adapted it, and I teach it to everybody that comes to me so they understand. You have to expect progress in spite of problems, right? If you don't have any part of adversity, let's go back to that goal. Is it a worthy ideal goal? Right? I don't know anybody that achieved a worthy ideal goal without any type of pushback. That's impossible. It's impossible. If you don't feel if it's easy for you, just get up. I mean, unless you've done it before. Of course, if you've done it before, like me, I've been there so much. I still have to talk myself even to go to the gym. Like people think I know I like working out there. No, I don't. I love it. It's a difference. I don't like it because if I like it, I get up and just do it anytime. Right? But I know the benefits from after I actually get myself in the gym or eat the right way I should. I love the results. Right? So that's what gets me going. And the problem comes every time when you first trying to do something new, right? Because it's a new way. It's a path that has not been paved for you unless you already done it before. Right. So if it haven't been done before, you better bring all your packing tools because you're gonna have to chop down some trees, chop down some weeds, everything to make this path to your goal, which is actually there. You just have to pave the way to it. So you're gonna have some pushback. If you don't have any pushback, I can always tell that your goal is too small.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That is so right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And to those parents that are setting goals for self, maybe this month, which, by the way, you should know in the month of February here in the Beachbody Marketplace, we are promoting a challenge called the 28-day self-love language challenge, where you pick your love language that speaks to you the most and you push that, you promote that, you live that, you be present with that. And then at the end of the month, you reflect on it and see how it works for you. But when these things come up, it's because you haven't fully devoted yourself to it. And I like that. It's not just a liking or an interest or an idea or that's interesting. It's a devotion. And then that devotion becomes a lifestyle so that when these things are inevitable and they do happen, like, maybe your kids are loud when you want to try meditation for the first time, or maybe they're knocking on your door when you want to work out and you're doing a virtual workout with Carlos. We'll talk about that a little later. These things are to be expected as part of your progress. But if you start to invite them in your experience more and say, hey, mommy's working out, or hey, go up on the refrigerator and put mommy's count. I'm at 175 today, and count me down until when mommy's going to get to 155. Get people involved in your experience so that one, you can get that support that you need. We all need community, we need support. And two, it helps people to see that this is important to you and they need to respect this change and the shift that's taking place. So I mentioned earlier that Carlos and I were sort of cut from the same cloth. From the DMV area, we both attended the same church. And our church was really, really family and community oriented, whether it was an event, whether it was a production or anything, you felt like you had an extra family. And so it's just something about having that kind of support um, that really makes those goals and that motivation, whether it's a Monday or any day, seem and be more real. So Carlos, how do you now with Beyond Fitness, how do you create that sense of a community and support for people who need to stay motivated? I can say for me, my personal experience, he has invited me to some group sessions, some group classes. They have fun. I've seen like some pajama jams. Like I'm pretty sure he has some really awesome things. Tell us more.
Wow, yeah. So now that you mentioned that, it makes sense of how I actually did that. Cause like, yes, we came from our church family was like a family, right? It's like I got extended mothers. I don't know how many grandmothers and I have because of that whole community. So I took that same approach where I made Beyond Fitness is a family, right? Once you come in here, you first get a big introduction. Hey, family, we got a brand new person. I don't tell them what their goals and stuff, and if I introduce them, I say shower them with love because everybody knows how you were your first day when you come into a new group or a new family, and everybody just comments under it, and like, you know what I'm saying, let tell them what their experience their first day or something like that, so they can feel welcome and you can feel that whole sense of family, but also now that hey, you're not in this by yourself, right? That's when our minds try to tell us that hey, let's take about that 50-pound goal. We the only people on earth that need to lose 50 pounds. Everybody else is in shape. We the only person that's that way. That's a lie that's in our head. That's a story we keep telling ourselves. But when you come into the family, you know that it's okay not to be where you are today. Nobody is. I've been doing this all my life, and it's still things that I like to achieve. You know what I'm saying? No matter if I'm in my yoga practice, I want to be able to do a headstand or some type of new posture, something to be achieved. Right. So when you come into a family, you feel that sense of I'm not on this journey on my own. Yes, it's my own path, but other people are on their journey as well, and you get that sense of community of love. Let's do this thing. This is my goal. I need accountability. How do you stay focused when you don't want to do what you need, when you don't feel like doing it? And there's other people that feel that same way. You feel safe to express yourself that way, and you can be yourself as you are learning day by day how to improve yourself every step of the way.
Mm, love it. Love it. Awesome. Absolutely. Another aspect of support when you can't or don't have access to other people right away and it's just you for motivation on a Monday or any day. Hey, y'all, welcome. Drop in the comments, let us know where you're tuning in from. It's Motivation Monday. I'm here with Carlos, Coach Carlos, that is of Beyond Fitness LLC. And we are talking about what it takes and what we all need. So we touched on some really awesome things so far. We've touched on the need to know your purpose, right? Being very specific and clear as to what it is you want, not what you like, what you see, what's interesting, what you want. devoted to it. So you can start to shift your mindset, and then also get your family and your community as a support to that. And now here we are going deeper into family and how that environment and that culture here in Beyond Fitness is what you'll get when you work with Coach Carlos one-on-one, which I highly recommend. And if you find yourself down to the wire where you're just getting started, tuning into things like this is great because you are already in a community space right here with just the two of us. And you're making three, so three is a company. Boom. So it's not easy not being in person at this time, but there's so much power in virtual activations and virtual offerings. So at this time, I want to ask that Carlos share with us some of the ways in which you can get started with Beyond Fitness, even if you're not where he is, wherever you are. How can we do that, Carlos?
Well, glad you said that. It's awesome that you brought it how good virtual is, because now that I love how I set up Beyond Fitness, you can do this anywhere. Right? Everything I do is online. If I'm setting the meal plans, the workout plans, but the live exercise classes, just like how we're doing it right here, right now. You can do this in your basement. You can do this in your living room. You can do this in your bedroom. I seen aspects of people that they would never give me access to. Back when we was in the we allowed to be face to face, right? But that's the beauty of it. And that's the same thing about it being like the whole connecting, being a family. You don't feel ashamed to actually do this stuff anywhere with me. I make you feel comfortable doing it. I keep my eye on you so that you can make sure you doing the correct form and you're doing it at the right pace, and coaching you through the whole thing in a group setting. Same thing. Like I have over 14 classes a week now. And looking to increase that in the next quarter. You can get started just by reaching out to me, and we have a consultation for y'all what your goals are, so we can figure out what your worthy ideal goal is, so you just don't be out there in the wind just like doing anything and trying anything and everything. But I put you in the right path so you can get from where you are to exactly where you want to be, and don't have to worry about how you're going to do it. That's my job. That's the big thing. Like you don't need to worry about how many sets you need to do, how many reps you need to do, how many classes you need to do. I do all that stuff. All you have to do is show up and do. All right. And that's another piece of stress off your mind when it comes to your health. Because you're trying to figure out everything, but now you got somebody, an expert that actually knows everything that you need to do to reach your goal. And all you gotta do is show up and show out. That's the best thing that I love about it.
That's great. I love that. Show up and show out, y'all. Show up and show out. That's all you got to do. Turn your camera on, okay? Push things to the little side, get you some water, all right?
Yeah.
And then show up. And I am going to make what Carlos is saying my new affirmation. I absolutely love that. So, whatever your goal, whatever your intention is, he's saying, this is my worthy and high value goal. I
Right.
love that because, I can speak for myself. There are times and instances where I feel overwhelmed and I'm just like, I'm really not going to get to this thing because I'm so jam packed. And, maybe this thing is just too big for me. Maybe it's not the right time, or maybe I'm not able to match those expectations. But that is a high value thing, and it is a worthy thing to go for. So yes, it is going to take more, but it is so worth it. So thank you for giving me a new tag on to my affirmations, Carlos. I love that one. You all, if you are with us now or tuning in later, comment and let us know what your next high valued, and worthy goal or intention is going to be for this Motivation Monday. Okay? Awesome, awesome. So we're coming down to the end of our share today. I want to give Carlos the space that he needs to let you know where you can find him on all platforms to get started.
Right. So you can reach me on Facebook as Carlos Brevard. Same thing on Instagram as Carlos Brevard, and on my business page is Beyond Fitness, as you see right here, LLC, on Facebook and Instagram, and the website is beyondfitnessllc.com. So you can have direct access to actually just joining the Facebook subscription, so you can get any like notification and goal reaching tips and stuff like that. Also, there is a week trial that if you like to trial in the classes, it's a free week trial on there you can actually access. And coming up, if you it's not really the launch yet, but if you watch this and you inbox me or reach out to me, I'll still honor it. For this month, we letting everybody try out the whole month, or just for 30 days. You can try out all over 68 classes that I have a month for only $14.99 for the love of September. It's called the Love of Fitness promotion. Is $14.99, and you have unlimited classes, which is over 68 classes for 30 days from the moment you start. As long as you do it before the 28th of this month, or no, it's actually tomorrow starts February. That's why I haven't launched yet. In February.
So this is the sneak peek, y'all. This is the sneak peek.
So yep, it's coming up. So make sure if you reach out to me, if you looking at it today and you notice it's not there, it's because it haven't launched yet. But I will still honor it for you once it's up there. You inbox me, you get the subscription, and you let me know that's what you want to do, and I'll give you the access for it.
Wow.
$14.99. You can't beat that.
You can't. It's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. That is amazing. $15. Let's be okay. Let me put it to you this way. $15 gets you what? Maybe not even one lunch. Maybe not even one movie ticket. $15, you can't even fill your gas tank up with that. Hello, somebody? But $15 for a 30-day trial with over, he said 68 classes access.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I'm sold.
Yep. That's over. That's in a week. There's 4 strength training classes, 4 cardio classes, 2 boot camp classes, and 3 yoga classes a week. So yeah, and then if you think about it, if you go look, my drop-in fee for one class is $14. So yeah.
So you're getting 30 days for the price of one drop-in class. That is truly an act of love. I mean, so this goes perfect hand in hand, as I mentioned earlier. So we have a 28-day self-love language challenge. So you pick your love language. There are 5. Words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, gift giving, and quality time spent. All of those fit within the bracket of that offering he just mentioned. Spend quality time with your mind and your body. Give yourself this gift of $14.99 for 30-day trial. Be an act of service and kindness to yourself if this has been on your heart and in your spirit to get motivated and to connect to professional coaching, right? And then get into these awesome jam-packed words of affirmation like high value and worthiness, okay? And then physical touch, that's a given. You are down there on your mat, you're up there reaching in your stretch, breathing, drinking water, and then you have this family support. So we are going to include this in our offerings and our share. Check out our newsletter, of which you can sign up for on our website, and you will see Beyond Fitness. Carlos will provide a link for us to share that out with you and share that out with others so that you can sign up in the month of February. Get your partner on board. This is a great romance. This is a great couples activity, love affair. Come together and push. Because when you are physical and when you are metaphysical, that is a holistic experience for the mental, right? And emotional and all these things that are connected. And so it's like Carlos said, all you have to do is show up and show out.
Love it.
Yes. Well, I have enjoyed you today, Carlos. Thank you so much for setting me on the right foot and setting us all on the right foot for today's Motivation Monday. You are always welcome here in the marketplace anytime you want to come back. And we look forward to what you are going to offer us in this coming month.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. It's been real. Have a great Monday and take everything that we shared with you and put it into action. We are right here on all platforms. Just reach out and stay connected. Until next time, continue to treat, support, and invigorate your human body. Be body. Bye.